What is going on, everybody? David here. And today I got a brand new video for y'all, and this time I got a few items I wanted to show off and review for you guys. Just recently I just celebrated a 12-year anniversary with my wife, and so blessed to be having 12 wonderful years and then some. And I say then some because we've known each other for years, and it's just truly a blessing to have such a wonderful woman, beautiful woman that is in my life, to be there to support me through everything that I do in my life, through thick and thin. You know, without her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, babe, love you. Thank you so much for these wonderful gifts. And the first gift I wanted to show y'all is this t-shirt, and it's a Marvel Comics t-shirt. And I love the style of it because it's like a vintage style with all the, not all of them, but majority of the characters, and that you don't normally would see on a t-shirt, unless if it's like, I guess, special made or ordered or whatever. But this is my first time seeing this, and it's a Marvel Comics, and it has like a vintage style characters. You know, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, you know, and all of these other characters that we know and love. And very, very happy with this. This shirt is amazing. Look at that. Look at that. That Nova, Spider-Woman, Green Goblin, Falcon, all vintage style. Dormammu, look at that, Thor, especially look at that Hulk. It's amazing. So I love this t-shirt. So grateful to have this shirt. And the other two items that she got me, these goes towards to a collection that I have. And of course, you already know what it is, judging by the title of the video. And these have already been opened because I had to open them up and take a look at them and stuff, and plus to save time a little bit. But I still have all the packaging, so that way we can get a look at that too. I got Krypto The Superdog, and I got Superman. So with this shield. So this goes towards my DC Primal age, and that Superman will be the main Superman to represent my collection, for the Justice League. And yeah, it's the only one I really need for that particular line, But we'll get more into that here in a little bit. So very happy with these gifts that I got. Thank you so much, babe. I love you so much. Thank you again for these wonderful gifts. And sorry about the noise. If you hear anything in the background, it's my neighbors. And but anyways, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Superman. So if we can just adjust this camera a little bit, move it up, and let it get it focused. And yeah, we'll take a look at him. So the packaging for this, is real simple. And you could tell that they modeled this after the vintage Motu. And look how long this thing is. This thing is long. Sorry about the glare, by the way. So, yeah. It's just a very basic packaging. Nothing really fancy. It's got the main logo of DC Primal Age, Superman. And, it's got these swords that go in there. It's got the shield in the background. So, and then on the back on the card back, it's got the explosion. Very cool. They're all like that. The only thing that's different is just the name of the character. Then you got DC, you got Funko, and then here on the back, just like the vintage style, they got the different characters that they're advertising in that artwork form. So basically, this was a small series. It was series 2, by the way, if I hadn't mentioned that before. So I do have all these three. They're all open too as well. I have yet to review them, so I will probably review them here later on. And I do need the Flash. He's the only character that I need that's left. And so, and then we got DC, Warner Brothers, got Funko, all that good copyright stuff, all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, that's the card back. So here is the accessory to Superman. And so it's just basically nothing too fancy, no paint apps on it or anything. So it's just a basic shield, got a little bit of wear and tear with the S on it. So that's the only accessory that it gets. And so as far as the Superman goes, really love this figure. Really like the style of it. You know, got the club for the hand, you know, spike club that is. And the paint apps was very well done, with the exception of the shield part, and we'll get that here in a minute. But as far as the head sculpt goes, the head sculpt is very interesting, you know, but it's got that strong jaw look to it, and the hair texturing is very good. Really like that texturing that they did, and the eyes and the eyebrows, you know, they're on point on my figure. I know there are some people that complain that some of the paint apps weren't all that well done. So, but as far as the cape goes, the cape is just a soft rubbery feel to it, and you could tell that it's not plastic, like that hard plastic that they use. This is a soft rubbery plastic that they use or feel. And got the Superman logo right there. And then as far as the suit goes and the rest of the paint apps, very well done, you know, as far as the wrist gauntlets or the wrist things that he's got. The belt looks good. As far as the detail with the strap with the one that goes across that supports the S shield right there on his chest. And then the boots, you know, there's no bleeding or anything. There might be just a slight chip right there, just very slightly, you know, unless if you just going over the figure, you wouldn't really notice it, you know, unless if you've got a keen eye for that kind of stuff. But other than that, that's about it. You know, basically this whole mold right here is blue plastic, as you can tell with that little red chip right there. You know, you see the blue. So the stitching on the boots looks good, and you could tell on the suit, you know, he's got that stitching on the suit too as well. And it goes all the way across on the back and everything like that. So you can set stitch marks, stitching lining right there. So they did a good job painting with the belt that goes across his chest and everything. And as far as this Superman logo right here, you could tell this was glued on there, as you could tell that there's a little small opening. Sorry about the lighting, but you could tell this was glued because this, I don't know if you can see that or not, but when I inspected the figure, when I first opened it, you could tell the dried glue right there a little bit, and there's little glue marks right there, just dried up right there. You know, a lot of people would go crazy for that, but not me. I mean, if it was a high-end figure, yeah, I might have a little issue with that because you pay premium money for a premium stuff, so you would expect it to be flawless. But if it's something simple like this, you know, it don't really bother me because, you know, I got my share of defects, you know, but it doesn't bother me at all because they all need love. You know, all these toys need love. You know, somebody's going to get them one way or another. And there are people out there that love defective toys. You know, that's what they collect, and that's awesome. But in the way of articulation, these joints are really tight. I know, and I've seen in a couple of videos, some of these, the quality of plastic they used when they had these joints weren't very well made. The first initial releases, I know people when they got them from Target, a lot of complaints, the people got theirs from Target, they broke. And then when they ordered stuff from Amazon, they didn't have any issues, you know, which is kind of strange. But I think, from what I heard, if I'm correct, if I'm not, I'm sure I will be corrected, but if I'm correct, I think during their initial run with these Primal Age figures, they switched like factories, and then the quality plastic was different. So by the time they got the second series out, the quality was a lot better from my understanding. But it's been a long time since I watched those videos, so hopefully my facts are correct. But anyways, so the articulated, is just very simple. The head just goes left and right, or side to side, and then arms 360, and then the swivel at the waist. It would be cool if we had that old vintage action feature where you just twist and go, and you use that club to club your other figures. So then the feet or legs, they just go back and forth, simple. That's the way I like it. I like my toys simple, my action figures simple. That's why I love vintage stuff, because it was simple, wasn't hard. Just not a posable articulation guy, I mean, it looked good and stuff. A lot of that stuff looks great. It's just not my thing. I just don't know how to pose figures like that. I've tried plenty of times. It just comes out ugly and shit. So I'm not a very articulated, posable action figure guy. Even though I do have my share of NECA figures and a couple of other figures that have a lot of articulation, especially the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends. But I can't work with that. I just don't know how to do that kind of shit. I just fail at it every time. But anyways, so as far as to put the shield on his arm, some of these Primal age figures, some of the clips are a little bit bigger than others for various reasons. But I know on a couple of mine, I think it was my Mr. Freeze and my Green Lantern, their shields, the plastic was kind of stressed a little bit. And as you could tell right there, it is a little stressed mark right there. So you just got to be careful with it. Hopefully it doesn't break off, So that's the only thing. But it just clips on right there. Some you have to clip on the forearm, some you can clip on the wrist. But here, you got to be careful with the paint rub, and stuff like that. We'll just have to click it on right there. Hopefully it doesn't stretch anymore. That's about as far as it will get, hopefully. But it just clips on right there real easily. But yeah, that is my Superman right there. Man, I love that figure. It's great. So let's go ahead and, before I forget, let's do some comparisons. All right, let's go ahead and bring out, hopefully he stands, because this is my first time I've really actually tried to get him to stand. Holy shit, he stands. Yeah, so I'll try not to move the table where he falls over. So if he falls over. It is what it is. That's what happens when you film live and uncensored and uncut. But anywho's, so this is what he looks like next to a vintage He-Man. You can tell that the body's a little bit thicker, and wider compared to the He-Man vintage ones. But we get the idea of why, how it looks. So it's awesome. They go good together. You could still have them in the same universe, the shared universe, if you wanted to. Fits the mold. Why not? Fuck it. And so next up we have Batman, Superman's counterpart and fellow teammate of the Justice League. So, as you can tell, you see how I mentioned, where the shields can be located at, on the wrist or on the forearm. So you have to have it on his forearm because of his spikes out of his glove, But other than that, it's amazing. And so the last figure, we are going to bring out the most electrifying man in WWE Eternia, If you smell la 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 la. I'm sorry about that bad impression. But anyways, but yeah, here's the Rock from the WWE Motu line. Looks good, you know. Like I said, you know, he's just a little bit taller. He stands about like 6 inches, probably. The Rock does, and this is a 5.5, squatty, thicker, you know, just a little bit wider. But yeah, you can still have Superman team up with the Rock, you know. It's great stuff. But anyways, so yeah, that's my look at Superman. Let me know in the comments below what you think of. So next up, we are going to take a look at Krypto the Superdog. So basically, this is the same mold as Ace the Bat Hound, but in the white mold. If you haven't checked out any of my DC Primal Age reviews, I did a review on Joker and the Joker Beast, and on both Batmans and Ace the Bat Hound, and I think another set of figures from the Primal Age. But all that you can find in my toy reviews playlist. So check that out. Check those out and comment down below on those videos and let me know what you think. They'll greatly appreciate it. But so here is his box right here. I love this box because of the fact that it just reminds me of the old vintage style, because these days you get all these figures, large figures with open style box, where you know you're allowed to get in there and touch on it and activate the features, you know, just to see if you really want it or not, which is fine, you know, it is what it is. But this, you know, this actually protects the figure as a whole. Plus, there is no action feature with Krypto in any of the other Primal Age rides. But yeah, so you pretty much get DC right there. You get the Primal Age logo right there. Krypto the Superdog, and you got this little side artwork with Superman and Krypto, and then you got the Funko logo right there. And basically, DC Primal Age, Krypto the Superdog at the top. Nothing at the bottom. And then on the sides, it's pretty much the same thing that you get on the front, you know. And the same thing on the other side. So then on the back, at the bottom, you get all the copyright stuff. Wonderful information that we need to know. You get the heroes and the villains. It says collect them all. So that's end of the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at Krypto. So pretty much in all white molded plastic, and they painted the toes and everything, which is great. Just wish Mattel would do that with their dinosaurs, paint all their toes and claws. Some of them do, very little do. But the eyes, the nose, and even the gum lines and the tongue, they're very nicely painted. No paint bleeds on mine. So really like that a lot. It's wonderful. Then you get the cape. Excuse me. You get the cape. Just like Superman's cape. It's just that rubbery feel to it, rubbery plastic. And then the Superman logo right there. And then there's this little strap or neck piece, neck collar, whatever you want to call it. And then they made it to where you can have a saddle right there where Superman can sit. But a little wary of that because don't want to, because these joints are pretty tight. I don't want to stress the plastic too much. It can be a little scary at times. But just kind of sit them like that. Don't want to go down too far. But it looks good though. Yeah. I really like that a lot. Looks so good. So let's go ahead and remove Superman and do some comparisons. So here we have Battle Cat, and Panther. As you can tell, that Krypto is pretty much a little bit larger than Panther and Battle Cat. You know, even with Battle Cat's armor on, Krypto is still a bit bigger. You know, the reason why Battle Cat would look a little bit bigger would be because of the helmet and saddle. But he's no bigger than Panther, so you get the idea. I really do like this style because of the fact that, you know, they really did have him in the neutral pose, and then, you know, they got the little gaps right there between the legs and stuff right there. So, very awesome. Then, final comparisons is, we got our good buddy Ace the Bat Hound. And we have the Joker Beast. And if I haven't mentioned this before, and if I did, my apologies for repeating myself again, but I know that a lot of people were, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've heard complaints or people saying that they wish that they had articulation, you know, which is fine, you know, but I don't think it wouldn't make sense to me, because it would take away from what they were going for, in my opinion, you know. So, even though you probably could have an articulated jaw with the Beast, but I'm glad it's not, you know. It would have probably been pretty cool, but like I said, I'm glad they didn't have it, you know. So, but yeah, that's my look at Superman and Krypto. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think about this set here, and what you think about my shirt and all. You know, I love that shirt. This shirt's amazing. Again, thank you to my beautiful wife that she able to hook me up with these items. You know, I love this stuff. You know, I love the fact that we have gotten things like this. Like I said before, I do need the Flash, and it's not gonna make or break me if I don't have the Chase variant of Mr. Freeze. I do have the Batcave though, but I haven't opened it because I'm still waiting on my good friend and fellow YouTuber Kevin the Tattoo Toy Hunter Coleman, and we've talked about it all the time, how we're going to do a live stream and open our Batcaves up together, and you know, go over the pieces and stuff like that, but still haven't done that, and I think that was like over a year ago. But hey, it is what it is. We'll get to it one day. I know we will. But other than that, I do love the Savage World line. I wish they would continue it, and I do have all the horror ones, and I do have a couple of the Street Fighter ones. I do have both Chase variants, but I do want the regular ones as well. There's only 4 of them. And I think they were going to do a Conan the Barbarian. All they had was like prototypes of it, but that never happened. You know, that was like a couple of years ago. But it sucks. You know, those would have been really good additions to the Savage World collection. And I do have Zorn, both Zorn figures. And that was a good show. I like that. I know a lot of people hated it, Zorn, and but I loved Zorn. The guy was amazing. But anyways, comment down below what you think of this, and where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and know what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I'll catch y'all later.